Especially enjoyed being with my father, whom most people called Can English. He could turn very serious at times, but most of the time he was light-hearted. He joked a lot and made me laugh. It always pleased him when he saw that his son was curious about things. He always wanted to learn about new things himself and would go out of his way to investigate them. All thought the Glean would go of his way to investigate them. Plumbing company grew into a successful business of which he was the owner. I think he recognized the limitation of his education. He wanted to give me the curiosity and sense of unbounded possibility that could only come from learning. Grio Billion called the summer I turned 8. Dad took me along the day when he went to check on plumbing. It was the time of year when wildflowers bloomed on the residence. In the farm fields, cattle grazed. He checked in on the job, and as we drove past a grass fields airport outside of town, he stopped a plane there and we stopped. We got out of the car to look. A man had an old open cockpit by plane and he was talking people up. We were learning against the car and watching him, and my dad said, "You want to go up?" But I almost died. Flying was a great adventure. Everybody knew about cars crossing the Atlantic Ocean flight 2 years earlier. When Lindy came home, the papers had described all the events in the order in which they happened. Dad had read all about Lindy. What a gracious and inspiring story. Dad also wanted to fly our Cambridge City on his way to Columbus. Soon after that, we were in a farm outside of town when a silver plane flying west passed high overhead. I always it was him. I probably was scared at the idea of going up, but there was any doubt about it. I wanted to do it. I thought it would be the greatest things that could ever happen. Do you want to get on the plane? I said. I sure do. Dad replied. In fact, in you do not want to do it. I am going anyway, so you better come unless you want to sit down here and watch. We walked over to the plane. It was bigger than I had thought, with two cockpits, one in front of the other. Dad handed the guy some money. He climbed into the back seat, and the pilot helped me up after him. Dad was big, but the seat was wide enough for the two of us, and more strap fit across both. I could barely see out. The pilot got in front and the engine. We bounced down the grass strip, and then we were up in the air. The plane banked. I could look straight down. We flew around Cambridge a couple of times. Dad kept trying to point things out to me, but I could catch his words over the sound of the engine and the rushing air. We turned back and landed. I got out of the plane. I was elated. I could not get the wave of sky off my mind, and the feeling of being suspended without falling. We had gone so high, and everything on the ground looked so small, like the buildings and trees in a toy train set you see in a store windows.